welcome back to this channel of crafting, crochet and knitting. My name is Nikki. How are you guys doing? As always, let me know by leaving a comment down below. So today's video is a little bit more impromptu than usual, and that is because we had something incredibly exciting happen this weekend. We had the grand opening of a somewhat local Hobbycraft store. So yeah, super exciting. We got up really early, went to queue up in line because the first 100 people got a goodie bag, and guys, it was a great goodie bag. So here we go. I did also buy some crafty yarn related things when we got into the store as well, so I will show you those too, don't worry. But I thought let's start with the goodie bag. Okay, so we have some simple things in here. We have some blank cards and envelopes for card making. That is cool. I've actually got a lot of stuff that I have been repurposing that I intend to make into cards, so they will come in handy. Then we also have this one, which is a little bit random, but also kind of cute. A wooden T-Rex. So I guess I can like paint that and turn that into something that looks pretty cute. We have got these. Now these are funky. We have got these wooden like alphabet Scrabble tile things. And they've got like sticky pads on the back of them, so you can put them on cards to like spell out people's names and things. So that's really awesome. I'm looking forward to coming up with ways to use those. And then this one was interesting because this was the first thing I saw and was like, what is that? But I'll show you the next thing in a moment, which makes this make sense. And it is actually coloured glue sticks. And I saw these and I was like, what? But they are to go with this. They were giving out glue guns. This is a little glue gun. Like, this will probably eat glue up really quickly, but at the same time, like, if you want a pretty strong adhesive, and you know, this is incredibly useful as a crafter. So I'm really impressed with the freebies that they were giving out to the first 100 people, and definitely made it worthwhile getting up early. So that is that, and of course, like the cotton bag that it came in. But I'm already using the cotton bags to house other things, of course. So let me show you some things that I actually bought, because this is where the yarn is at. I did buy some things that were not yarn, so I bought 3 of these really cute Christmas cross stitches. Yes, it is July, and they were selling Christmas cross stitches. Now, usually I have a principle of not buying anything Christmas related until December. Like, I make that my rule. I don't like feeding into the capitalist nature of Christmas. But these are so cute. Like, look at that owl. There's this lovely little house in the snow. And then this really cute robin. And they were on offer. I could not help myself. So I've got these. It's great to have the pattern. I've got loads of extra thread that I came by as a freebie that someone was giving away. So now that I have these patterns, I will be able to make quite a few more of these come Christmas time. But the owl is probably my favourite. I'm a big fan of owls. So I have already started making the owl. Do I show you? This isn't really meant to be a cross stitch video, but I have started making the owl, so let's just show you. I haven't done very much, and I've got thread everywhere. But there we go. Look how cute. So yeah, not much done. I had a bit of an issue yesterday that I was partway through doing that, and we took some trousers out the laundry and the thread had completely gone and I needed to rehem my trousers, so that was then what I spent most of yesterday doing. Fun fact, if you are stitching, don't lean like this for like 4 hours. It does not do good for the neck. My neck is incredibly sore. But yeah, super looking forward to finishing that one off once my neck is rested up. It's laid out neatly so that I can get to all the threads that I need to. Which is why I kind of didn't want to move it for too far for the video. So yarn related things. I finally got a pom-pom makers. So I was taught when I was very young how to make pom-poms out of just like 2 circles of cardboard. And this is fine, but I've always been a little bit jealous of people who've had the plastic ones that have come out recently, where they're just, you can reuse them. It doesn't, you're not going to bend them like with cardboard. You know, it's just easier to get it a bit more consistent. And so this was half price in the store at the time. So I wasn't originally going to get pom-pom makers, but when I saw it was half price, it was less than £1 for each size. There's 4 sizes in here. I thought, yeah, no, okay, I'm going to get those. So I've got those now. So when I make hats, I can now add really cute pom-poms. Actually, look at that one. That is going to be the tiniest one. So there's my finger. Okay, that is for a baby hat right there. That is going to be the cutest little pom-pom. I can make like little pom-pom Christmas decorations and things as well. So that's going to be super exciting. The yarn. Okay, so the yarn was a bit more expensive than I usually spend, but they had some offers on, so I did pick up a few bits. One that I picked up was, because I also wanted to actually try some brands. So I had seen this brand Hayfield before, and when I saw this absolutely lovely colourway, I had to have it, but it was quite expensive, so I did only pick up the one. This is going to make a baby cardigan. It's got a quite good yardage on it actually. So it's 80% acrylic, 20% wool. It's 100 grams and it's 345 meters. So that's pretty good. Now it says a 4mm hook, but I usually use 4mm for DK, and DK usually is anywhere between 200 and 300 meters depending on how thick it is. So if this has got more meterage, this has probably got to be on the much thinner end of DK, more in the sort of, Americans have like a sport weight as a classifier for really thin DK, so it must be somewhere in that region, but that is lovely colours, and that's going to make an excellent baby cardigan. So I'm going to put that to one side. The yarn I got for myself was a bit more expensive, but when I did the maths, I was like, well, okay, it's twice the usual price, but then I usually get yarn at half the typical retail price, so actually it was on a really good offer. And it is gorgeous. Oh, it's not even coming through the camera properly on here. This is just the richest pinky burgundy. Oh, it's coming out much more red on the camera. Maybe it will be better when I actually play it back on the computer, but this has got a much more wine pink colour to it as well. Like I would not call it a pink, I would call it like a dark magenta slash, but what would I call it? I think I would say wine, like a slightly pink wine. And it is just a beautiful autumnal colour. I am big on autumnal shades. It is incredibly soft. It's Women's Institute yarn, so supporting a good group. Now, the only issue I had with all the Women's Institute yarn that I looked at in the shop is the yardage is not right for the weight that they're giving. So their DK was not even pushing 200 meters, I think. Don't quote me on that, but it was surprisingly low. Or was it their DK, or was it actually 4-ply? I think it was 4-ply. I think I read their 4-ply and it was under 300. Now with a 4-ply, I'm used to seeing anything between 300 and 400, if not a little bit more, meters for 100 grams this is. So I was really surprised at that. And for the Aran, this is, from my experience, this is low. So this is a 400 gram ball of Aran. It is 100% acrylic. And the yardage, oh, this is saying it's plum colour. I wouldn't call this a plum colour. I think plum is more purple than this. Okay, yardage, 660 meters. Now, when I've got Aran yarn from Aldi before, and it's been 400 grams, it's been 800 meters. So, I don't know. But it is so much softer than the Aldi Aran. It's in a much nicer colour, no offence to Aldi, but like this is a really lovely, rich, pinky wine colour, and it's beautiful. And yeah, so I did buy some, and this was on a 3 for 2 offer, so I've got 2 in this wine burgundy shade. The label came off this, which is really quite upsetting. I'm gonna have to tape that up, I think. So I've got 2 of those, and the third colour I went for this incredibly nice gold tone. Now the thing with gold is you sometimes get it looking pretty mustardy, and I think on camera it's looking a little bit mustardy, but in person it is much more gold. It looks like rich and nice. It sometimes yellows that are on the verge of being mustardy can look a little bit cheap. Is cheap the right word? It just doesn't look like effort was put into the colour. Like, I can't really describe it. I don't know. If you've seen mustard coloured yarn on the shelf and you know what I'm talking about, try and verbalise it better for me in the comments than I'm doing right now. But this just looks really rich and shiny and gold. So as a lover of autumnal colours, these two colours together are beautiful, and it is actually also the colours of my college that I used to go to, so really happy about that as well. Now, for you Harry Potter fans out there, you're probably thinking that this looks very Gryffindor, and you're right, and I'm not a Gryffindor, so I'm kind of not marketing it as Gryffindor colours. That's not my plan. This is going to be, for me, my old college colours, and just autumnal colours, and that's how I'm looking at it. But just the fact it's so soft, so soft, is really encouraging to me, and I can't wait to make a jumper out of this. So yeah, I've got, okay, so 660 times 3, that's pushing 1900, that's pushing 1,900 yards, 900, words, it's pushing 1,900 meters, so that is probably going to be enough to make a jumper. I really hope that's going to be enough to make a jumper, because it's going to be incredibly disappointing if it's not. But yeah, super excited about that. I'm just desperately trying to keep them clean, because they're kind of getting a lot of, there's all these little bits of fabric coming off of the cross stitch mesh, and it's getting caught on the yarn, so I'm desperately trying to keep it clean. I really do need to sort this label out, because it is annoying me. It just literally snapped as I took it out of the bag yesterday. More fluff. So yeah, super excited for that, and yeah, super excited for the opening. So very happy to have a Hobbycraft nearby within travelable distance. So that's pretty good. I've seen lots of YouTubers who like have a Hobbycraft like practically on their doorstep, and they're constantly being able to go and explore a wider variety of yarns than I've ever had available to me where I'm at. So yeah, it's pretty nice to have that available for, like, not for everyday yarn use. I don't think I would get yarn from there for everyday use, because it is a little bit more expensive, but to be able to go there and actually check out some different brands for special projects and be able to have that available, that I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, super exciting, and you know, gift bag was great. So yeah, that is just today's video. I know that's probably a little bit rambly, but what can you do? And hopefully you will join me next week for a video where I'm going to be showing you some works in progress that have actually been finished for once. So yeah, can't wait to see you then, and have a nice week. Bye!